Hey, what's up, guys? Hello.
Maybe all these can be a tap.
Oh, getting ads here. There we go. Okay, this is all new here for me, so I gotta see how this works. This is really exciting. If I'm talking too loud, I'm really sorry. Hey guys, so my name is Jake, Jake Isham. I have a YouTube channel and I am a abstract artist. I'm a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, and the amazing Mixed Media Girl asked me to do a takeover of her YouTube lives this week. So I'm checking in, I got my laptop, I saw her setup, so I got the phone doing the live there. I got the laptop here so I can see all your questions. So if you see me be looking, that's what I'm doing. And then you actually have Mixed Media Girl also in the chats. She can help answer some stuff. Snowy Saskatchewan. What's up, Faye? Hey, Tara and Mama Jen. How is everyone? You read this out loud? Can you read this out loud? T-Row, yes I can. Virginia from Florida. How are you guys? Hello. So we're going to do some fun stuff. Mixed Media Girl asked me to do something that I love doing, which is working with spray paints. It's definitely one of my favorites to do. And I took off the tops on these so I have to look at what colors they are. Give me 1 second, the way you can easily, obviously, just check it on the table. Oh, my white's not working. No! So, I'm going to talk while I shake out some of these cans. One of the things that I'm doing on this is a repurpose. Both my canvases today are going to be repurposed canvases. I love doing repurposed canvases because it gives your art a new life. If you don't like a piece of art, don't just throw it away. Obviously, you can give it away, but I like just saying, hey, screw it, let me paint again on top of it. So this one, if you see, you can see the lines of kind of an abstract painting I did already, and then I spray painted it green. There's another canvas I have that I didn't get to fully prime, but it doesn't matter because, again, I'm spray painting over the top of it. So this will be fun because these old paint will pop up underneath and through this new abstract piece that we're doing, which I'm really excited about. All right, let me check in with all these comments here. Minnesota, and we got Carolina coming in. Rosalind, Miranda, Sherry, Jen, another Jen, Linda, Tabitha, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this. This is going to be a lot of fun. So first thing with spray paints is they're definitely not as dangerous or crazy as as people have made them out to be. You can make amazing art with spray paint. You also don't have to be a crazy graffitiist and doing anything like that. I'm going to show you some very simple ways to do abstract art with spray paint today. That's essentially what we're doing. So I'm going to take out some cans. It's going to be a second. In the comments, let me know below, have any of you guys used spray paint before? Hello from Tampa, Maryland. Coatesville, what's up? Is there a varnish on the canvas? No, there's no varnish on the canvas. But it is spray paint. So it can have that little glossy feel to it. Virginia has. That's awesome. So we're gonna have some fun. We got a fun gray, red, pink, blue. This is gold. We're gonna have a light blue here. I thought this top was off, but it wasn't. One second. So we got a light blue, and I don't think our white is working, so I might have to go grab a new white. Seems so comfortable. Thank you. Well, I have been doing. I have a vlog that I do every single day, and I have art on there. So, but it's my adventures. I do daily vlogging. I've been doing it for 23 days now. Not too long. I've embellished acrylic pour paintings with spray paint. That's rad. That's super awesome. Indiana, nice. Oh, that's awesome, Faye. You had landlords do a big mural on your building. That's super cool. Alright, let's see if I can get this white to work. If not, I'll pop off camera quickly, get a new bottle of white. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes the caps get a little funny. And, yeah, let me pop off camera for 1 second. Okay. Got a new bottle of white. This should be totally fine. Wait for it. There we go. You get that marble rolling around in there. Paint's moving it around. Reno, Nevada, what's up? Hello, Colleen, Shelly. That's awesome, Faye. Okay. So obviously, always use a mask when you're spray painting. Ideally, you do it outside. All right, 1 second. Ideally, you would do it outside, but if you're indoors, definitely use a mask. Do whatever, understand your own body of like how much spray paint and everything like that. And yeah, really any spray paint works. You don't particularly, they have, just like paint, you can have very high-end spray paint that goes for anywhere between $8 to $15 a can. And you can have cheaper spray paint. This seems to not be working. The good thing is you can use a high-end heavy-duty mask like this, or actually I even have my daily wear mask. You can even just use a regular mask because this mask is not seeming to wanting to work today, which is fine. That's why I always carry two just in case. But this is, you know, due to these crazy times, this is just my normal everyday wearing mask, which it does the same job. So, again, you can buy a nice mask. You can buy a very simple mask. You can buy high-end spray paint or just everyday spray paint. Definitely recommend using just cheap spray paint to start. I'm assuming other artists would recommend the same thing, like use like a cheap Michael's paint or dollar store paint just to start painting, just to get used to it. And then when you're like, cool, I want to invest in myself, I want to invest in my art, then you start using high-end spray paints. So today we're going to do something that's a lot of fun. This is actually Mixed Media Girl's, one of her favorite things that she's seen me do. It's a kind of an abstract, it's hard to explain. But it's like a finger painting with spray paint, and then we're going to do some splatter on top of it. So it's going to be really cool. But what we're going to have, again, because I painted the bottom of this, it was an abstract piece. You're going to see these lines come through it in the same way, but we're going to paint on top of this. Let me check one last thing for any questions you guys might have. right. Okay. So, we're going to have the mask up. I have glasses. I have my gloves on. Highly, highly recommend to wear gloves when spray painting. It is just the worst to get off your fingers. Unlike acrylic paint, which you can wash off, spray paint lasts for days. Days and days and days. So definitely wear gloves when using spray paint. Make sure your area and around you is clear enough. I have a cover over my computer just in case, but you're going to do it really controlled. One of the things when you first do spray paint, I always do like a little test shot, you could say, just if there's anything stopping it so it's not going to hit the canvas in a way that goes, oh crap, that's not what I wanted. So I usually do a little, can you guys see that? Yeah, exactly. Sorry, there's a delay on the YouTube feed, so I get to see it like that. But here we're just going to have fun. We're going to work on blending the colors. So again, what we're going for is an abstract look. I'm going to move kind of fast, so I apologize. Because what we're trying to go for is a blend while it's still wet. You get to see it's hard for me to talk, like to teach and talk and paint at the same time, so I apologize. But we're starting to see kind of what is going to happen here. We're going to do this. You're going to get this cool blend of colors here. So definitely pick your colors intelligently on the way you want to know, similar to kind of the acrylic pours that you'll see that Marcy does, how they'll blend together in certain ways. And right here you're going to get to control it. If it's like, do you want, similar to kind of like a, with a straw or like a hair dryer, you'll get to blend them in certain ways that you'll like. And know, like for example, I push the pink over the red, and so you'll get that, or vice versa. Here I push this blue over the light blue. So now we're just gonna get into actually doing it, and we're gonna work on this. Oh, one last thing, as you do it, your spray paint will get on your gloves. This is also why I recommend wearing gloves for this. But also know that your hands will get sticky if you're gonna be jumping back and forth. So I usually try to not stop and talk like this, but just paint all of it and then go right into smudging it around and then go back and forth. All right, enough talking. Let's get to painting. I wish there was some fun music we could have. I usually paint with music because it's a lot of fun for me. Like, so I'll be, I'll blast some electronic music, some rap music. It really depends on the mood, but you can do a lot of fun stuff. Also beware when, if you have paint on your fingers, it's gonna go over on the top of it. So for the same way you would have paint on a brush that you're brushing and then you put it back right on it, you're gonna have that same situation. Oh, I forgot that we haven't used this one yet. Okay, so like Marcy, I love gold. It adds such a fun flair. Usually in spray painting, you don't want to like hold the can too much on. Sorry, let me just paint for a second and then I'll finish that thought. So what the cool part about having used a pre kind of colored canvas is you get those green undertones and it acts like another color that you sprayed on it, because you did spray on it. Okay, good. So I think this feels like a solid first round. I'm not fully happy done with it, but I want to just talk to you guys a little bit about the process and what I'm thinking, and check out what you guys. Why do you just or thick base coat? That would be awesome. Yeah, you could totally do that. Insert Johnny for the music. Exactly. Laura, that sounds great. That's the great thing with, especially with this type of art. It's definitely like fun, crazy music and going out and jamming. So one of the things with spray paint that you don't want puddles and you don't want heavy duty, kind of like it saturated and be very liquidy. So you usually try to move very quickly through your spray paint. However, with this, the puddles actually will help you. So you kind of want to almost lean into it occasionally. So I'm going to go back through with some white and kind of like sit in the puddles and create a little bit of that to help me be able to smudgy it around, to mix it around a little bit more. And as you see, like this blue dried more and this white dried more, so you're getting more of the paint from my gloves than the actual paint off of it. This is becoming very like America colors with the red, white, and blue. That is not the way I want it to go, but now we have like a new base paint and we've kind of covered up enough of the green that I feel like we can actually go in and actually do some fun stuff. So, as you see now, I'm going to actually change this glove so I can go and not have to worry about remixing colors and getting my spray cans as dirty. Smudgy. Smudgy is a, yes, it is a Yiddish word. You can blame my mother for that. My mother's Jewish, so I end up throwing, and then my grandparents were Jewish, and so I threw out I have a lot of Yiddish words that I grew up with. It's like, just smudgy that around. Hear it in the kitchen a lot, so it's smudgy is to mix around a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go back in and finish this one up. So you can go over and do multiple lines, as you saw me kind of going back and forth over it a bunch. That's to help build up the paint there. And you can also look at what colors on your fingers if you want to. Okay, we got a good array of colors now, and we're starting to build some nice depth. I love putting like a white or a gold usually as my top coat because I just think they look rad. So okay, this is starting to look kind of cool. Today is my oldest son's birthday. Happy birthday to Twisted Art Lady's son. More gold. See, this is more gold, I feel like. So one of the things you can do inside is just again have your parchment paper underneath. But definitely make sure you have something underneath your spray paint to let it dry well. I'm going to let this dry for a minute, and we're going to do some cool kind of splatters on top of it. So if you have any questions on anything that I've done so far, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I'll just do a little bit more. Light blue here. Cool. Ever done all metallics? I think I have. Well, if I do all metallics, I'll usually do like a silver, gold, bronze, but then I'll put like a black and white in there because it gives it something else besides metallics. Because otherwise it can just get a lot of like, oh god, that's a lot. Do they make glow-in-the-dark spray paint? I am 99% sure they do, because I think I actually used some, but that's because my mom had leftover Halloween spray paint. Leftover spray paint from a Halloween that she did a few years ago when she was doing decorations. Keep this painting, right? Marcy's asking if she gets to keep this painting. Yes. I mean, hey, I'm making 2 today, so you'll get to see. You get, first dibs on them, Marcy. How to decide when and how to do the lines, circles, arches. Honestly, it's completely arbitrary. That's the crazy thing with abstract. The more you do it, the more you kind of get a sensation, but it doesn't particularly. As you see, could you have ever guessed where a line, a circle, a dash, a blob, a this or that was here? Not really, because you're mixing it. So it's more kind of thinking with, honestly, it's very annoying to say, but it's instinctual. And the more you do it, just like anything, the better you'll get. Think of it like a reflex with an athlete. How do they know to turn there or to do this move or to do like that or to jump like this or to use that much force? It's just by doing it enough, you can kind of flex that muscle. I do have glow in the dark. I need more colors. Yeah, it's spray paint like every other paint is addicting to get into. Oh, Marcy, you're too sweet. Giving me the shout outs. What do you think of David Walker's use of the bottom of the can? I don't know that, L. Baker. I gotta go check out David Walker's stuff. Okay, cool. So this is dried a little bit now. I'm actually gonna hit it a little bit with a heat gun just to kind of help it along a little bit. You definitely don't need to do this. This is definitely me just cheating to speed up the drying process. Okay, there we go. So, I gotta jump off camera for 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so we're gonna do a really fun thing. This is how I like to do a lot of splatters. There's a couple different ways to do splatters, and they kind of create different effects. One of the things is I like to grab pieces of cardboard. We get enough, I'm sure all of us get enough Amazon products that we can use, use just the extra cardboard. I literally have a giant box of just ripped up cardboard stuff like this. And I'll show you one of the ways I do it. Another way, I will show you a couple different ways I do it. So, I have the mask back up. So I literally will pool spray paint on this. And then, that was too much. So you got a lot of that there. I would definitely just do less. So that's how you can get some cool splatters. I'm going to show you another way of doing it. This is the gold. So you can put it your kind of right where your finger connects, and you can spray into your finger. And use your hand down here, so it literally uses, and then you can use your finger again in a similar fashion. So I prefer the cardboard. So we're going through gloves today, folks. Depends on, these are kind of nice. Jesus, I cannot talk. I am really sorry, folks. Oh, I need dinner. So these are kind of nice, neat cans. So we're gonna do two more layers. We're gonna go a little bit of this light blue. And then we're going to go a little bit more of the white because the gold kind of swallowed the white. With that other technique, you get a little bit more of this kind of deep spray on it. You get kind of a mist that occurs on it rather than this, which is much more controlled. As much as control can be kind of happened. Let's see how this looks myself. Okay, that gold mist, just be careful that really overtook the painting. But I still love it. I still think it looks really rad. It'll be great because I have that whole splatter with latex paint underneath, the green on top of it. So you get the cool green edges, which I think is a very hip contrast to normal painting. Where it's like, why, you have this kind of semblance of like, oh, is there a painting underneath this painting? I don't know. I think it's cool when it's a fun little like modern art abstract style. So I think it turned out really well. And I'm gonna actually ask Marcy. Marcy, should I do one more? Or are we good to leave it here? And take some questions. I'm gonna go rake my daughter's spray paints. Nice, love it. What makes all the textures under the green paint? It was a latex paint, but you could do like acrylic paints or any type of paints that just dried in a similar splattering way. That's what created that texture. Close up. Okay, so see if we can do a little close up here. Okay, let's see if I can reach any more. So that's that one. I think it looks pretty rad. Can set it out in the background so you guys can check that out. Let me know if you guys want me to do one more or we'll take the last couple of questions. The next one I wanted to do was part of a series that I'm doing called the Mixtape Series. My background, I have a big background in music. My brother's a musician, my dad's a musician, and obviously I have a huge affinity for musicians. And so I've been doing this whole series with records and CDs and making it really cool. So it's a similar project to this, but where we use CDs in it too, and I thought it would be fitting being that we are on the Mixed Media Girl YouTube channel. So let me know if you want me to do that. Okay, yes, we're looking, everyone's seeming to love this. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do another one. So again, I don't overthink it. I love, if there's a painting I don't like, I will just literally do this. I will just spray on top of it and go a whole nother, go another round on it, because why not? You pay for the canvas, make it the best product you can. Take that extra effort to go, that's not my best work. I want to do it again. And be willing to do it. The same way songwriters will write more songs. The same way athletes will take, you hear the story of Kobe Bryant going in and doing like 5,000 shots a day. Michael Jordan taking 5,000, shots a day. And that's the only way you're going to get better, is by you just doing it more. Just paint. So, all right, enough of my inspirational, but I'm gonna show you guys another technique that I do that's super, super easy. I'm gonna need a few things that are off camera, so I will be right back. But again, this, looking at any, could you use textured paints? Yes. Just looking at any comments that if you guys wanted me to reply to. Oh my God, what's the company? It's not Golden. Golden is the Marcy, what's the high-end spray paint company? You got they make a marbling, which is kind of cool. It gives like a bit of a texture. I haven't used a lot of it, but I do recommend it. Just have fun. That's the great thing about this stuff. Like, it doesn't matter, and that's why I love abstract stuff, because like this, it purely goes off of, wow, that looks cool, and it's just based off of, wow, that looks cool. Okay, so spam the comments with any questions right now, because I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me know. Oh, I could talk off camera. You guys could still hear me. I forgot about that. So, Montana spray paints. Yes. Thank you, Marcy. You have some? You have some? I'm not going to use your Montana spray paints. Montana spray paints are really expensive, guys. They're like, it's like golden paints, where you just kind of go, oh, wait, I got to use this only for a special project, because you don't want to waste that paint. Or, you use it only on paints that you like, or once you get to that level. Okay, I'm getting distracted because I just want to chat with you guys. So, 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. Wait, I'm back. Okay. So this is going to be another one that's pretty simple to do. I like not getting too complicated about stuff. I'm just going to prime this canvas a little bit more. I like trying to not get too complicated, and wanted to keep it simple and have you guys just really be able to go, oh yeah, we can do that, because you totally can. There's no reason why you can't. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do another fun one, and then I also have some other stuff back here that you guys will see shortly. Okay. Oh, that was perfectly off camera. Great. So this technique is, I love working in Marcy's studio because she has everything. You just got to know where it is. And the good thing is, I know where it is. So, with that being said, Marcy obviously is a big fan of music herself. If you haven't checked out her music, you should go check it out. Also, Johnny, obviously, is a big musician. So, they have some fun things around here that I'm going to show you guys. But what we're going to do first is this really simple way of creating kind of a dynamic form in your spray paints, is by simply using or cardboard to kind of create these cool lines that you could want. Dang, I really wish I could play some music right now. Just be more in the vibes. You guys play some music in the background at your house so you can enjoy the vibes. Yeah. Should I just make up my own theme songs here? I'm really liking this color combo of the gray bottom with the red, the light blue, the white. I actually don't want to get too more than that because that actually sometimes you can have a tendency in abstract art to do more, just to keep going, and I definitely have overpainted paintings where I go, oh, this looks great. What about a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, and it actually detracts from the painting. And I definitely think you just, and again, it's one of those like, how do you know when to stop? You don't. You really don't. You only know it by having messed up on enough paintings and not been happy with enough paintings that you gotta go, okay, we're good. We gotta stop here. So this, I think, is a cool background. I'm gonna actually take off my gloves for these, but I'm gonna reuse them because I want to not have any paint on these next things that I'm putting on here. Because you know we need glue all, baby. Let's go. And next, some vinyl records. And to top it off, some CDs. So, Marcy has these CDs that were going to be used for some art. I am beating her to the gun on it. Marcy, I love you. You're awesome as always. I'll give you back some extra CDs from my house. So I grabbed, I don't know how many I even grabbed. I grabbed 6. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's perfect actually. So, obviously this is an old record. I don't even know. Chelsea Records. Who would give his only song away? Ooh, that's a kind of a fun title to have on the top. So what I'm thinking is having this kind of here, then with probably only 4 actually. This is kind of what I'm looking at. I kind of like it. I like your direction better, so I'm actually going to go upside down. I'm going to go towards your way. This side is dirtier, so I'm going to use the paint for that. Reading your guys' comments. Do you resin micas at all? I actually have done some more resin projects now because of, as Marcy was saying, I have been getting into resin. I actually just made a whole set of bookmarks the other day because of her. That happened to be right off camera. Because I made them the other day here at her studio. Aren't they pretty, you guys? Literally, this is just from watching Marcy. Like, it's really amazing how simple just watching her, and then just go experiment and try it out. So I'm gonna keep the glue kind of in the middle of it. This is, you can, there's no actual way you need to glue it that I know of. I just kind of glue it down. You can use Mod Podge, you can use any kind of glue adhesive that would work. So what we're going to do is try to eye this middle the best we can. I think I had it. Yep. The great thing is the spray paint acts as an adhesive. That's a hard word to say. As an adhesive. So, and we're gonna then do similar thing. With these CDs by placing them in the corners. So again, this is like a whole series I have going to kind of pay my respects and my odes to the industry of music that I love, and that I had a career in for a number of years, and then left to make movies. Then I got into painting and got really, really addicted to it. The irony is, I was the kid who couldn't not draw a stick figure to save his life, even, much less, you know, anything of actual substance. And why I moved to film was because it was like, oh, and photography was because I could just shoot people. I could just take photos and videos of people, and I don't have to worry about actually drawing them for real. And then I got into abstract art, and I found my home. Found my happy place. So this is kind of my excuse to be back in the music industry and to talk to try to strike up conversations with musicians, being like, oh, hey, I make cool music art stuff. It's not nice to shoot people. Yes, I know, Johnny. But I take pretty photos of people. Okay, so this is looking pretty cool. I'm gonna just let the glue sit down a little bit more. Again, you probably don't even need glue, but I use it just as a backup because the spray paint is pretty adhesive by itself. So we're gonna let this sit. Actually, I might actually just leave this as is. Okay, what do you guys think? I was thinking about doing a top layer of cool stuff on top of it, but I actually think I kind of want to just leave it as is. So, as you saw, really simply, with just the CDs and the vinyls on like a gray canvas, it'd be kind of boring. With just the lines on the canvas, again, it was like, okay. But you see with the mix and the mash of the two, I also really like seeing the flares on the CDs change. It's really cool. But you see with simply making a mixed media piece, by adding some CDs and a vinyl, it instantly transforms it into a whole new piece that can really wow people. So don't be afraid. And obviously, I took inspiration from my own background in music, from my dad, who raised me on music and vinyls. Like, I have a whole vinyl collection myself at home. And this is what inspired me in that series. It was like, I want to make art that my brother would love to have on his wall. I was trying to find, it was one of those like niches I was trying to find as an artist. If you, for example, if you go to Marcy's course, Fluid Art That Sells, if you buy it, she talks to you about different types of fluid art that sell really well because it sells to a specific audience. And that audience loves that type of art and they want to go for it. So again, this is one of those types of art that I found a niche that I wanted to to be in. Like I love talking to musicians, so I wanted to make art that I could see in a recording studio, that I could see in, you know, cool basement garage studios or Capitol Records or Universal or wherever, and or get commissioned by awesome artists and work with them. And that's what inspired me. If, let's say, cooking inspires you, make something with like pasta on top of it. Take dried pasta shells and use that as your mixed media piece. If dogs inspire you, do something with dogs. Like, you can use mixed media pieces however you want, and you don't have to, if you like it, I guarantee you others will too. You have to just find that audience. And with that, I actually really like this piece as is. I was gonna do similar to this, where it has all of the splatters on top of it. I was gonna do that, but I really think it, as its own piece like this, stands apart, and it has a really cool vibe. So I'm gonna end off really shortly. How about we take like 2-3 more questions, and otherwise I'm gonna sign off in like 3 minutes. So shoot me with any questions you have. Oh, Marcy, you're too sweet for giving me the plug. Thank you so much. That is too sweet of you. Don't put a dog on your painting. Not saying put a dog. You know what could be cute is a dog paw prints or cat paw prints. That could be cute, but yes, don't put your dog on your painting. You know, photos or stickers or whatnot of your dog. This painting kind of looks like balloons being released after fireworks. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's the great thing with abstract art. It very much has whatever you want it to be. Just thinking of firework finale. Yes, I have named a couple of my pieces off after fireworks and whatnot. Oh, here's the. I never showed you guys like a close-up of this. It's not particularly needing of a close-up, but gives you guys something to think with. And usually where you don't, as a painter, you don't like reflections and the reflectiveness, and that's why, but in this with the CDs, I love that, where you can change your angle in your room and have it be a whole, the glitter of the CDs are just rad, I think. All right, any last minute questions? We got 1 minute before I gotta hang up and get going. Faye, of course, it was a pleasure. Again, I want to say big thank you to Marcy, to Mixed Media Girl, for letting me hijack your channel for the night and letting me your studio to have a lot of fun in here. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope this inspires you guys to use some spray paint, that it's not as scary. You don't have to worry about the blahs and the this and the that's, and you can do it inside. You know, you can. You don't need some crazy talent. That you can very simply, as you see here, use some cardboard, create a couple lines, and you have a cool piece like this, or your fingers and do a piece like this. Prophetess Fry, I don't know the pricing off the top of my head. I usually custom price everything that I do, but what you can do is message me at on Instagram at Jake Captured This, or go to my YouTube channel, or my website is jakeisham.com. If you guys want any of my, if you guys want to see any of my other art, and get inspired by it and go, oh, okay, that's what he did there, happy to chat. Instagram is a great place to reach me. YouTube obviously is a great place to reach me. You can also email me at jakecapturedthis@gmail.com or jake@isham.com. Do Jake at Isham, either one. Basically, reach out to me anywhere. Otherwise, oh, by the way, yeah, quick, another plug for Mixed Media Girl. get the aprons. This is the mood. Go on her Etsy store right now and get an apron. Super easy. I really like this shirt, and it is a way to easily still wear your clothes. You don't gotta get into painting clothes or anything like that. And you get to just, have the apron. She's got a couple different designs. Definitely go check them out. Marcy, I know I should get off here, but I just like talking, So I'm really sorry. If Marcy was here, she would be like, okay, cool, and we're done. I love you. And she always just like, Jake, wrap it up, stop talking. But, I gotta love it. So, yes, if you guys are interested in these pieces, let me know. Let me know if you're from the live. And with that, I'm gonna say bye. So I'm gonna sign off now, and I'll talk to you guys later. If I know how to sign off. Oh, that's on my phone. All right. Peace out, guys.